Hello, welcome back to the Cataclysm. Vormithrax here. We are on episode 104 of our Prison Escape series for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and we're back at the RV, freshly purged of some negative mutations and some positive mutations, unfortunately, but we're doing good. So we have almost completely recovered from that Rat King Cave fiasco. Here's what we're looking at. So, of the traits list that are left, everything that I care about that was positive has already been removed. So I went back and looked at the early episodes of the Prison Escape because I couldn't remember which ones I started the game with, trait-wise. And of the things that are marked green that are technically beneficial or positive traits, claws I could care less about. Very seldom am I not wearing gloves and or worrying about doing hand-to-hand combat, so they have no use for me. Don't care if they go away. Infection resistant I started the game with, so can't go away. Night vision I also started with, can't go away. Same with pack mule and same with psychopath, which leaves damn near nothing. So rough skin technically is doing nothing as well. This has no gameplay effect. So not a single positive trait that I have left on this list can go away that I care about. So all of the ones that are left that have any important function are guaranteed to stick around. Purging will not get rid of starting traits. So there's absolutely no reason for me not to just purge all the rest of this off. It's all negatives that I can only lose. So there we are. So the only other question is, am I going to try to take these fish serum and cattle serum? I'm thinking I probably will. I'm going to be purging again anyway, so I think I will take the fish and the cattle just to see what happens. It'll be entertaining if nothing else. And then we'll just brew up another few batches of purifier serum to get rid of everything if we need to again. So let's just kind of finish this mutation adventure that we've been on, and then we'll do a final purge if we need to get us back to our starting state. Might take me a little while. I'm just hoping I don't pick up from the fish serum or the cattle serum any of the can't wear power armor traits. That's the only thing that's really bugging me. I just don't want to have anything that's going to prevent me from wearing some of the different types of rigid armor types that we've managed to pick up. So it may be that we just have some fun with fish and cattle serum, then purge ourselves back to our starting condition, and then go the tech route. Just stick with the bionics and the power armor and things like that for this run. He's not really geared for mutations. I don't like to do heavy mutation runs without having the robust genetics trait, so it's just too hard and too slanted towards getting negative mutations. It's really a rough random luck rolls if you can manage to get yourself to a positive balance on the traits. But for fun factor, I think I probably will take the fish and cattle serum, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I can't remember the exact timing from the last episode of when I purged the purified and all that. So we're not tired. It's 1750. We had that little ambush to the north that we had to deal with up around here. We had a whole bunch of zombies show up for no apparent reason, so we got that cleared, and the area is pretty well cleared. We also got our water supply refreshed. I can't remember, did I actually get any of it cooked? I did not. So we might spend a little bit of time just boiling up some of that water to refill the RV tank, and then kind of go from there. So that's the diesel. Is it that one? That's diesel. Did I not unload the car? I must have unloaded the car. Alright, let's do it this way. Find water. Where's my huge... There we go. Steel drum. Oh, I put it right next to the... Duh. I put it right next to the place I needed it to be so I could actually cook it. Alright, we got a little bit of daylight. Let's go ahead and get some crafting done while we've got the daylight. So, here... Food, drink, and clean water. Yeah, with the hot plate. So we're going to batch 20 hot plate into the RV. And just repeat that craft. We're going to keep doing this until we run out of light, which is right now. Alright. Don't think I have anything nearby. Hopefully we don't. We'll turn on the... not the overheads. I don't have aisle lights. Can I do it from here? Nope. Can't do it from here. And it's going to be too dark here. Alright. That's enough for now. I'm not too worried about it. So we got 32 liters of clean water ready to go. And still got way plenty in the drum, so as needed during daylight hours, I'll go ahead and just craft up some more. No need to do it right at this moment. Okay, what else were we going to do? Check a few things. So the night vision combined with our current high perception skill, because of various upgrades and the stats through skills mod, is giving us much larger range on our night vision than you would normally see at the start of the game. So it's perception divided by 3, so we get 5 spaces, 6, 7 spaces total, I believe is the current count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I think the drizzle is cutting things down a space. So we'd normally get even one more space. So that's actually pretty comfortable room. I don't miss the high night vision and full night vision that much to worry about it. So I'm not too sad that it's gone, given our stats. So this is plenty enough to work with. I think we have finished reading the books. I didn't have enough CBMs that I really care about to go through another installation process there. I don't want to leave the RV area quite yet until we get our mutation stuff done. And then the plan is to go, I think, hit another lab. I'm trying to remember, was I done in the ice lab here? I had something, I think I was restricted on finishing the ice lab because I couldn't wear warm enough gear on my mutated anatomy. So we're going to purge, then we're going to head down to this ice lab, see if we can finish it off, and then we've got 2 more labs real close, right over here. Lab there, and a lab there that are next up. A lot of fun things we can do in the labs, so I don't have any other big plans for the near term beyond those. How did I mark this lab? Did we finish it? Got too many series I do and too much time passes sometimes between. I can't remember if I've done the standard lab over here. Somebody that's watched the series recently can tell me in the comments, or I'm going to have to go back and review previous episodes to remind myself if I've actually done that one. Dangers of providing so much Cataclysm content. Alright, so what can we do in the meantime? It's night. I'd have to get some light set up if I want to do some crafting. I'm not tired yet. Let's go ahead and just take some serum. Let's grab all of these. I'm probably going to end up getting myself addicted, but we'll roll with it. So when I take one of these serums, depending on how tired I am now, but they're really tough on the system, so it might make me tired enough to sleep. So let's activate. Oh, it's wanting me to activate the binoculars. That's pretty funny. Okay. Cattle or fish? Cattle or fish? Let's do fish first. That sounds fun. Oh, look at that. Our night vision just jumped up again. But our thirst just jumped super high. Damn it. I hate it when it doubles up on my effects like that. Makes something really, really bad. Alright, so it jumped our night vision back up to high night vision, but then we also got very thirsty. So you need about twice the fluids of an average human. I guess that's not too unreasonable, considering we took fish serum. Fish need lots of water, so that makes sense to me at least. And water's not real hard for us to get. I just have to make sure I carry more of it than I normally would. So not like having my skin burn off from the light problems I had previously. So that one wasn't too bad. Pain ratcheted up. We're hungry and thirsty. No messages about any problems. Let's risk it. We're going to take one more. We're going to go ahead and take the cattle. Here we go. We gained herbivore, and we got a cattle tail. What is it with tails in this game? God damn, you guys just don't want me to wear my power armor. Alright, so we have a cattle tail. You have a long tail with a tuft on the end. You find yourself instinctively swatting away flies with it, though it's not as effective at balancing you as you'd like. Prevents wearing non-fabric pants. Yeah. Stupid game and your tails. Alright, well, we took 2 of them, and we also got herbivore. Your body's ability to digest meat is severely hampered. Eating meat has a good chance of making you vomit it back up. Even if you manage to keep it down, its nutritional value is greatly reduced. So, I went from a carnivore to a herbivore. Yeah, well, we need to get rid of that. I cannot be an herbivore, and I don't want that cattle tail. All the rest of it is pretty much stupid and irrelevant. So, alright. So much for the fun factor. The only thing we gained really advantage-wise was it bumped our night vision up again, which we're going to lose again. Alright, still no messages about being addicted. I can almost guarantee if I take that next one, I'm going to addict myself. Which we might have happen. Wouldn't be the first silly thing I've done with our poor murder hobo here. Alright, I'm not even going to try to eat with that herbivore going right now. Let's go ahead and hit the serum, see what happens. Alright, look at all that pain. Very hungry, thirsty. We still didn't get rid of this damn tail. God damn. Or the herbivore. Alright, game. So high night vision turned into normal. That's what I expected. Our claws are now long fingernails. Our cattle tail downgraded to long. We lost the rough skin, and we lost the disease resistance. So, great, I guess. I mean, we lost 1 level of the tail, but it's definitely going to take at least 1 more. I still don't see any messages about the being addicted, but I think there might be a delay to that. Now that I've got a bunch of it in my system, when it wears off is when it might actually start giving me the message. So, alright. Let's take some... No, I don't want to take a bunch of heavy drugs. We'll just take a couple of aspirin. Get some more water. Very hungry now, huh? What are you going to let me eat? So it's okay to eat sodas. So I can still have my Toastums and macaroni. Herbivores like granola. We'll just try to take the edge off with some granola. Let's do it this way. Fine. Oops, there it is. We'll just grab the granola. Alright, so we're full and slaked. A lot of pain. Am I carrying cough syrup? I might need to abuse some more cough syrup. I am carrying cough syrup. Alright. Let's just try to sleep it off. Let's turn the dampers on. Off to sleep we go. Alright, so it did let me sleep. Pain's coming down. If your stomach gurgles, it's probably nothing, but maybe you should look into eating something healthy. Yeah. There is nothing standard about our chemical system, health system, food system after our latest adventures and all these mutation stuff we're doing. Alright, so theoretically, one more, maybe 2 to get rid of everything. I still got several levels of thirst to get rid of, weak stomach to get rid of, light sensitive's got several levels. I think it's going to take me 2, maybe 3 more purifier serums to get rid of all this stuff. Yeah, I think it's going to be at least 2 and possibly 3 more. I might get super lucky and get all the downgrades I want. Herbivore and tail have to go. Very thirsty would be nice, and very light would be nice to get rid of. So pretty much everything's got to go. So it's only 4:30. Really? Thought I would sleep a lot longer than that, given the situation. It's almost gonna be daytime pretty soon. I think I'm gonna wait for day. Let's just not run. Let's just pass time till dawn. Then wait another 30 minutes. Zombie spotted. Stop waiting. Yes. Where is the zombie spotted? Down to the south. Alright. Come here, zombie. God, this place is a mess. Look at all this crap laying around. We'll do another perimeter check. Come get some, zombie. I don't want to wander too far. Come on, get down here. Fresh brains. Alright, we're going to call that good enough. Okay, slaked again. We're still an herbivore. Alright, let's finish up my clean water binge. Alright, so that should do it, and we'll consume the last one, and there we go. We've got 60 liters of clean water, full vehicle tank, so that's all I wanted to get done there. Still got plenty of battery power. Alright, so that finishes that part. Next up, let's take a look at my reading list. We've done a great job of knocking all the books off this reading list. Speaking, don't care about any of this stuff. Alright, so we've got nothing to read, nothing to install CBM wise. We've got our water reset. Really, all I want to do is finish purging this stuff and then get busy doing other things. I just don't want to leave my base until I get that done. I don't need anything done on my travel vehicle. I'm really not set information wise to do much work on this thing. Let's take a look at skills. Skills I want to work on. Fab is finished. Fab 10 is all I will ever need. Cooking 9, pretty much all I'll ever need. If we cook up any more purifiers and mutagen stuff, that'll naturally progress up to 10, which is high as it ever needs to be. Electronics 8, I think that's the highest I've ever had electronics. I can't think of too many things that I would need to have it higher than that. Can't do anything with that. Tailoring I could probably work on. It's still not quite as high as I need it to be. I think I needed 1 or 2 more levels to max out the rest of the things I'd want to craft. Between Tailor 6 and Fab 10, I've got most things covered, but maybe another level or 2 would be useful. Computers I can't really craft or practice. First aid is tough to raise beyond 6 without books. So really, everything else I've got to actually go out and fire weapons or do combat practice with. Mechanics 6, finding something to raise mechanics with is really hard as well. Anything I can build with mechanics skill. Mini nuke. Difficulty 10, my skill is 6. Well, that's stretching things a bit. Oh, how many times did I fail and lose all the materials and burn up 6 plutonium cells trying to do mini nukes? Then it jumps to a simple flamethrower. That one's actually not too bad. 6 difficulty, my skill is 6, only 12 minutes. That's actually really good. 2 pilot lights, a pipe, 2 rubber hoses, and it takes a lot of plastic bottles. I'd have to check my supply of plastic bottles. I might have to empty a bunch of stuff I don't plan on drinking. So I don't know how easy it would be to do mass production of that one. Pilot lights, the pipe, and rubber hoses. Also, the rubber hoses I don't have a ton of. They can be gotten, but it would take a while, so I'd have to figure in going out and gathering those things into the time I would have to spend trying to craft with that to get a level. Pipe launcher, 8 minutes is good. I like it, except for the duct tape. I'll have to check how much duct tape I have if I decide to try that one. More duct tape. Ooh, there we go. I like it. Firearm waterproofing. Level 6 only takes 20 minutes, which is a little more than I wanted, but all it takes is plastic chunks. Ooh, that I'm going to have to look at seriously. 2 hours, 14 minutes, pipe, 2x4, and scrap metal. Oh, I like that too. Oh, that's only difficulty 5 though. I think firearm waterproofing is the one I'm going to look at. I got time to burn. So, soldering iron and plastic chunks. Let's take a look at that. So, if I do a search for plastic chunk, I got 138 plastic chunks just laying around. And soldering iron, I've got 1 soldering iron, and I could probably mod it to have some additional. I got a bunch of soldering irons actually. I've got 11 soldering irons. Okay, so soldering irons we've got covered. Let's grab one of those, and then do I have a battery mod? I can't remember. Storage batteries. Got the extra battery mod. That'll double the amount of batteries it can hold, or I can mod it to use a different kind of power setup. I never really did get a different kind of power setup going here at my RV. I need to look into that eventually too. I'm kind of holding off on that until I finally get around to fixing this RV up, if that's going to be my travel vehicle. I'm just having a bunch of fun with our quad bike, and the speed and maneuverability of it and the number of fun places I've got in my local area means I really haven't needed to move anywhere, so hitting the road isn't really something that has any appeal to me currently. Yeah, let's just go with the extra battery mod. So right below me is one of the extra battery mods. Oh, I do have a UPS conversion mod, but I don't have a UPS power system set up. Let's grab that. Can't remember. Does this thing have a UPS or anything? I don't think it does. Drive-by-wire controls. Electric motor. Yeah, nothing like a UPS for this thing. I wonder if I could get one installed in that, just to power up my tools here locally until I get the RV all fixed up. Let's do a search. Let's do a search after I change that. I haven't pulled apart a UPS recharging station and left it here apparently, unless it's blocking line of sight. Nope. Alright, so at some point I'm going to need to grab a UPS recharging station out of one of the vehicles that we encounter. Get it down here and think about getting that set up either in the RV, probably in the RV, no sense putting it in the bubble car. Just move the batteries around as needed. So, alright, so back to what I was doing. Did I already pick it up? I already picked it up. Alright, so we got the extra battery mod and the soldering iron. So, activate, step over here so I have a smaller list. Activate for the soldering iron, yes. And then let's grab some batteries. Oh, a couple hundred probably be enough. Alright, so we've got the soldering iron reloaded. Next up, I just need those plastic chunks, which I think are here. I don't actually need them on me, as long as they're close. Yeah, they're close. Alright, space I'm in is clear. We're going to craft waterproofing right there. Batch. Yep, I can make as many as I want. This is mechanic skill. It's going to go... I'm at 3% of level 6 currently. So, let's do 5 and see how much we get out of it. Hour and 40 minutes. Alright, so we did craft 5. We got from 3% to 21%. So we got 18% out of 5 of them. I'm going to need... That leaves 79% to go. Let's do... I'm just going to keep doing 5 at a time. And before I do the next one, double check our numbers. 77%. We're going to do at least one more group of 5. I got to reload my soldering iron. Alright, another batch of 5. That should put us pretty close. 95%. So now we're just going to do... 5 got me 18%. That's 3% each. So 2 of them. A little more than 3% each. So 2 more should do it. There we go. Alright, we got mechanics 7. Yay! And we lost the light right as we finished it up. Alright, still an herbivore. We're just going to keep hitting the granola for now. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's check our recipe list again. And from here... inactive turrets. Tech 9, processor boards, RAM... Power converter or plutonium cell? That's kind of funny. Now I would have to be doing something like the same thing, but I'd be a level below, or I mean a level above the recipe, so the XP gain would be a lot less. I'd have to do a ton of these in order to get this done. Not ideal. The only thing equal or above my level are inactive turret and inactive rifle turret. Yeah, I don't have a bunch of Tech 9s or these other guns laying around to try to do this in groups. Possibly I could build it, take it apart, rebuild it, take it apart, rebuild it, take it apart, until something failed and I lost parts that I need. I'll have to think about that. That's a possibility. But we got mechanics up a level, so we got it to 7. I don't think there's anything I can do in a vehicle that's going to get me close to level 7. Yeah, 4 is the highest I'm seeing for repairing at least. Now removing is a different factor, but it's going to be pretty low. Even the V8 engine is pretty low. I think military vehicles would be the only thing that would possibly have things high enough for me to try to monkey with to raise my mechanic skill any further. So we're not going to do that. Let's just drop the tools that we picked up. I'll drop the soldering iron. Keeping all of that. Rotten meat, tenderloin, and sausage I can't drink. We're going to get that problem taken care of right away. Drop right here. The waterproofing. Can I butcher it? I can. Cut it all up. Alright, we got 17 plastic chunks back. That was worth it. A little bit of battery. Lost some plastic chunks to the scrapping there, but fairly economical otherwise. Alright, back in we go. And guess what time it is? It is serum time. I've got 2 more purifier serum. I really don't think I can take 2 of them at once. But before we close this episode out, let's go ahead and drink another purifier. No negative effects listed here. And I've got a blood filter. So, should we get addicted? I can't remember. I think a blood filter helps with that? Maybe? It's been a while. We'll find out. Alright, let's take some purifier. See what happens. So, very light sensitive turned into light sensitive, very thirsty turned into high thirst, deformed went to ugly, lost our long fingernails, lost herbivore, and our long tail turned into stubby tail. I think we might have just gotten exactly what I wanted. Oh, that was a pretty good list there. We still got light sensitive and high thirst, but it downgraded the very light sensitive, which is great. It downloaded the high or very high thirst, which was great. Deformed I could care less about, but it was also a beneficial downgrade. We lost long fingernails, which is good actually, because that means we're further away from ever getting claws, which would prevent us from being able to use power armor and such, or gloves. So that's actually a good thing to have the fingernails mutation go away, even though it thinks that it was a bad event. We lost herbivore, which is awesome, and our long tail turned into stubby tail. So I believe stubby tail I can wear power armor, and it would just now be a matter of getting rid of stubby tail just to get us further down the chain so we don't run into the problem quicker in the future. So let's take a look at our list. What do we got? Animal Discord, I think I started with all of these. Thirst is still a new one, so that one we still want to go away. Started with. We've still got the snout and the stubby tail, but you see here, serves no purpose, and there's no message about not being able to wear armor. Started with. I can't remember. I'm not sure if I started with weak stomach or not, but this is perfect. I guarantee one more drink of Purifier Serum, and we are back to our starting condition. So we'll get rid of the snout, the stubby tail, get rid of the, I think, weak stomach, the light sensitivity, and the high thirst. So I think just a single one in addition is going to finally get us finished up with our epic Rat King Cave fiasco. Alright, again, I'm not going to try to push it by taking a second one of these purification serums in a row. That's just asking for trouble. So we got rid of all of the important ones. I'm just going to make sure I carry around a dose of the Purifier Serum with me on our trip. And we're going to go ahead and start planning our trip to the labs again. So we're going to get all geared up and ready to go. So we're all done hanging out at the base, trying to get rid of this stuff. We'll just carry the one last dose that I need with me. And next time I sleep, we'll go ahead and use it right before I go to sleep. And everything will be great. So super happy about that. We finally got that whole process completed. That's wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wait right here. I'm not going to sleep yet. We're tired, in pain, hungry, thirsty. That'll give me a good warning to remind me I need to check things when we start up the next episode. So we're all done for the evening. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. As always, your likes, comments, and subscriptions are very much appreciated. Please continue to do that. It's a great way of supporting the channel. Those help the metrics so that the channel gets more attention and more people can find me. And I also would love to hear from you on my Discord channel. Feel free to visit me on that channel and we can chat about this game or any other games that I cover. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.